How's it going, everyone? My name is Alexis Ruiz, aka Alexis Style, and here I am in London, and we're gonna start with the musicality class. So, and before that, I would like just to explain a little bit what is gonna be the class today, because musicality is a very wide concept, and it's a very wide term. It can be done in many ways. But what I like to think about musicality, like let's say, sometimes we are in the Congress and you will see like social dancers going like really crazy and doing amazing ways of expressing their bodies on the song, and it's a combination of different things. One thing is, of course, you need to know about the song. If you know the song, you know all the breaks, you can memorize them, and it's great. But let's face it, that's very superficial. The real way to understand how to do your musicality, or how to improve your musicality, is to go inside the instruments. If you know how they work, and you know how you can express through your body, then it will be much more easy for you to be creative. And that's what makes us different when we are actually, in a social dance, and you see like really good dancers doing amazing combinations. You think, oh my God, what is it, the thing, And okay, I can teach you a routine. I can teach you musicality of my point of view, meaning I will do a shine routine combined into a song, and you will be able to follow how I do this choreography with the song. But the thing is, it's not about that. Okay, I don't want you to copy musicality. I want to teach the tools so you can build the musicality on your own. So because every one of us feels the music in a very different way, okay? Very unique way. So that's the idea, to understand the tools so you can use them as you want, okay? I know it's very diverse levels in this class, I believe. Some of you are beginners on musicality. Some of you definitely know how to dance with the music and understand all the rhythms, but I will try to go like progressively from instrument to instrument, and try to do all the things that you can find in any kind of salsa song. It doesn't matter if the song is in Cuba, or it's a Colombian song, or can be a song made in New York or LA. It doesn't matter, because all the ingredients of salsa are exactly the same, okay? We know that the foundation is basically Cuban instruments, Cuban percussion, Afro-Cuban percussion. So we're gonna start from that, and I will start with something very... We know this instrument, right? I hope you can hear it. I'll go a little louder. So, this is the clave, right? Very important instrument to be able to understand how to dance, not just salsa, or how to play instruments. That's basically the Latin metronome, I would say, okay? And then you have more instruments, like you have the conga, together with the clave, and this instrument you will find always in salsa, okay? You will find that. You also will find definitely this instrument. If you can hear, we started with the clave, now it's playing what? The conga and the bass. Okay? And also, we have something, the piano, right? And you have the cowbell, so you can find alright, so that's just to give you more or less an idea that you will find these instruments all together in a salsa song, okay? So, can you differentiate? Can you find them? Use your ears first. So we have the piano, conga, clave, bass, okay? And cowbell, okay? Just with those instruments, we can actually feel, okay, this is salsa, right? So all these instruments are played the same way in every salsa song. So we know that is something called upbeats and downbeats, so I want to practice with you a little bit of upbeats and downbeats. So upbeats, first of all, is everything that goes to the rhythm. Like we always do choreographical timing. That's very important for you to always keep in mind. We do choreographical timing, and choreographical timing is what we do dancers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Regardless if you dance on 1 or 2, on 3.5, whatever. We count from 1 to 8. Musicians count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so you understand what we are doing. So all this system is made for you guys, for the dancers. Okay. So we know the downbeats are basically the heavy beats in the music. If we have from 1 to 8, definitely the downbeats will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. If you listen to a song. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay? All the heavy sounds, that's the downbeat, okay? That's why sometimes when the song is very heavy, downbeat is so comfortable to dance, let's say on 1, because the downbeat is very comfortable, right? Then you have the upbeat, which is the opposite. 2, 4, 6, 8. You can find it all in music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Mostly the clave, the bass, the conga always emphasize on the upbeats. Okay, so we have downbeats, we have upbeats, but to be able to control musicality or control the music, upbeats and downbeats is not enough. You have to be able to control syncopation. All right, very important, the syncopation. So where is the syncopation in your timing? If you have downbeat and upbeat, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, syncopation is exactly in between. When we are dancing, how can we use the syncopation? Let's say how many steps we are, what type of steps can we do as syncopation? For instance, I will do the full timing with syncopation. N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, N6, N7, N1, N2, N3, N4, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7. Step tap, come on. Step tap, 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 step tap. Another variation. You go. Step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap. N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7. Another variation. N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, 5, 6, 7, N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7, N1, N3, N5, N7. So as you can see, this is actually some syncopation, starting not on the first beat, but starting on the end, okay? And to be able to do, for instance, the piano is a great example of syncopation. Okay, so I would like to try a little bit of the piano and do a little bit of all the type of syncopation, okay? Another form of the piano. Hold on, guys. Okay, this is good. Okay, I want you to try this with me. Let's do the basic step, the salsa mambo basic step. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. Basic, come on. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Now take a look at this. Let me explain slowly what just happened. So, I want to use the same basic step that you already know, okay? The salsa basics, the mambo basic. But we are going to play every single note of the piano on our feet, okay? So this is what's going to happen. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, okay? Repeat, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, again, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And 7, okay? Repeat. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, okay? 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, okay? This is very important when you do 1, 2, 3. On end, after the 3, you have to mark the step. I will try to mumble the piano with my mouth and goes like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tan, 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 tan. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tan, 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 tan. Now the next part of the piano, ta-da-da, will go like this. Ta-da-da. Again. Ta-da-da. Very quick. I go with my left, I go with my right, and with my left in place. Ready? Da-da-da. Very short, very precise. Da-da-da. Ready? Da-da-da. Ready? Da-da-da. Okay? So when you go from top, start with the right, and ta 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 da-da-da, and then we loop the whole thing again. And da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's try a little bit with the piano. Let's see how it goes. This is a little bit warm up, I will say. Just to work out a little bit your ear. It's very important. First, you gotta trust your ears. After you understand how we think about the mechanics of the timing, and then repetition to develop muscle memory. All right? Here we go. Only the piano. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 8. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, 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 da, da, da. how's it going? So far so good? For those of you who understand the piano, it might be easy to catch. But anyway, try to listen to, when you listen to the piano, I would like you to try this exercise. This actually is really, really good to understand where each beat is, okay? So that's actually the piano. And the piano is quite, I like the piano in a way because it marks exactly the color of the melody, you know, the phrase, when it starts and when it ends. And also it marks you where the one is. Just like sometimes the vocal or the trumpet will mark exactly where the one is. But also it's full of syncopation. Right after 1, 2, the rest is just syncopation, okay? So let's go to another one. I will go to the clave now. We have to work the clave, very important instrument, okay? I would like to work with the 2-3 clave. For those who know what I mean, yeah, 2-3 clave is very standard clave. For those who doesn't know what clave really is, it's 2 sticks, 2 wooden sticks, and the claves is the name of the instrument, and clave is the name of the pattern, okay? And there are many types of clave. You have the clave of, in salsa music, let's say son clave, or you have rumba clave, you have bossa nova clave. So clave basically, just translated, means a clue, all right? Or a cue. So it determines the beat, the length of the beats, and it has a personality, okay? So when you hear the clave pattern, in the salsa clave pattern, is quite universal. You hear that and you know for a fact that it's very used in salsa. It comes from Cuba, from the song music, okay? So, the clave, the 2-3 clave, I will count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. As you can see, there is one clave accent which is syncopated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Okay? So let's try to do the clave. I will do a small routine with my footwork, just doing the clave. Basically, you can do any step you want and any given instrument you want to take. The important thing is you understand how the instrument works with the timing and with the phrasing, okay? So here I go. This is what I'm going to do. I go with my let's say, pa, pam, 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 okay? What I did is tap, tap, pa de bourré, tap, tap, pas de bourré. Okay, let's try it slowly. So I go touch the floor, and now bring this leg behind. I switch the weight of my body. I step again, and then I open. And then I just copy paste the whole structure. So I go with my right. I go tap and tap, back, stepping, and open again. And repeat. Come on. Tap, tap, step, 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 tap, tap, step, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So 2 taps, and the rest you gotta transfer the weight of your body. So I can do that, or you can do tap, tap, step, 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 tap, tap, step, 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 as you want, okay? I will do it with music now. Just the clave pattern. Here we go. We start with the left foot, tap, tap, okay? Ready? Here we go. And tap, tap, step, step, step. Tap, tap, step, step, step. Make sense? Okay, come on. 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay? There you go. So that's the clave pattern. One idea of the clave pattern. So very important, memorize the timing. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. Okay? Those are the accents of the clave. I would like to move now to another instrument. And let's go, very important, of course, very important, the one and only, the conga beat. As you can hear, mostly people talk about the 2 and the 6, 4 and 8 and. That's actually quite the standard, I would say. Okay, again. 2, 4 and 6, 8 and 2, 4 and 6, 8 and 2, 4 and 6, 8 and. Okay, so that's basically some of the main sounds of the conga. This is called the tumbao, okay, or the pattern, the marcha. In Spanish we call marcha, which is just the standard pattern of creating a bass. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and coco pa cuco pa pim pim coco pa cum cum pa pim pim coco pa cuco pa pim pim. So it's full of syncopation, as you can see. It's not just 2, 4, 6, 8, but it's all the in between. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. So the conga tumbao has all of them, all the down and up and all the syncopation. I would like to try something with the conga, with the tumbao. Just let me set up my conga here. Yes. And here. Okay. So this is what I want to do with you guys. Watch. What just happened? First I start just like the basic, like the mambo basic. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, king, king. Okay? The cum cum of the conga, I will do it with my left foot. Tap, tap. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, cum cum. Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and. I would like to do the second part of the tumbao, the cum cum with my chest. Imagine you have a big heart and the heart is pumping. Cum cum, okay? Tucupac, tuca cum cum, cupac, tuca cum cum. Okay? So when I do the cum cum, as you can see, I'm just tapping the very light. Okay? My hands are relaxed. Cum cum. As for now, you know, I don't want you to think so much about hands or styling. There's nothing to do about fancy steps or anything. Going down to basics, understanding the rhythm, the basic rhythms. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. Tucupaki tuca cum cum tucupac cum 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 tucupac cum 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 tucupac cum cum. Timing 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1. To music. 5, 6. Here we go. And. fat chest, come on. Fat sound. You gotta express it. So far so good. So this is one way, imagine, of how to express the tumbao, okay? So as we might know already, especially mambo dancers or on two dancers, the 2 and the 6 is quite heavy, pa, or pa, because it's the slap sound. The slap is the conga high pitch way to play. Pa, that's a slap. Tuku pa, kun kun. Is normally you do tuku pa, tuka kun kun. This kun kun is basically 4N or 8N, and that's basically tuku pa, tuka kun kun. If you do nightclub style, the kun kun happens in the air. Kun kun tuku pa, tuka kun kun, tuku pa, tuka kun kun. Let's say Palladium or Puerto Rican style, tuku pa, tuka kun kun, pa, tika kun kun, is closer to how it was with the song. Kun pak tika kun kun, pak tika kun kun, pak tika kun kun. Okay, so it's very grounded in a way. So when you do the kun kun, remember it's 4N or 8N, and this kun kun I can do tuku paku tuka kun kun, or I can go tuku paku tuka kun kun, or I can go tuku paku tuka kun kun, as I please, because I understand what it is. So I can do tuku paku tuka kun kun. You name it, right? Moving on, next instrument. Very important. This one. Let me do this. So this is what? The bass. So for the bass, the best way to really feel the bass or to dance the bass is dancing son, okay, the Cuban son. Because exactly where you start the step is when actually the accent or the heaviest accent of the bass happens. So let's go in depth of timing wise. Where is the timing of the bass? There are many ways to play the bass, but this is very standard, one of the most standard bass patterns. So I go 1, 2, and 3, boom, 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 boom. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So we start on the 8. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 7, 8. And 3, 4 and 7, 8. And 3, 4 and 7, 8. Okay, syncopation. Let me do the full timing so you understand where and is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2 and 3. 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Very quick. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay? So there is the syncopation of the bass. Let me play the bass. Let's practice a little bit. You started with the right foot on count number 8. Okay? Here we go. Let me have some clap in the beginning, okay? Here we go. 5, 6 and 7. Again. One clave, and then after the clave, the bass begins. Listen to it. As you might know, the last sound of the clave is count number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. So you can see the connection between the clave and the bass. They are together. Even the conga, the 8 is there. The last kung kung is also starting on 8. So let's do it again. Here we go. After one clave, bass. Another thing about the way of moving your body is that every instrument has a sound, and each sound has a personality, alright? Like the bass is a very fat sound, very full of body, okay, very heavy. So when I feel the bass, it's not a sound that's very light, it's kind of deep, it's kind of long as well. That's why when I do the expression of the bass, I try to really emphasize stretching all my upper body and try to really let the motion breathe, because that's the thing with this sound, it's very breathy in a way. Clave, for instance, is very, very light. Tack, 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 and very sharp. The attack is very sharp. The conga is also very groovy. So when you do tu pa, kum kum, pa, kum kum, very earthy, very grounded, okay? So that's very important to understand the personality of these instruments. Now the piano is very vivid, very bright. Tan, 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 ding, 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 ding. You can do so many things very flashy with the piano, alright? So that was the bass. Another one, this one you always hear, that's for sure. Let me just quickly, there it is. Let me just quickly set it up for you. There it is. 1 second, guys. Okay, so which one is this one? Watch. I mean, I can do anything I want because I understand how it works, right? So I will give you a suggestion, and to be able to understand the step, we need to understand the beats of the cowbell. So the cowbell count I will do again, same exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I go with the cowbell. And go, pa, go, ki, go, ki, go, ki, go, pa, go, ki, go, ki, go, ki. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and, okay? So you see there is back slap also happening on the cowbell. But the first 3 beats are quite heavy. 1, 2, 3. Or go, bang, go. The king kong is a little bit complex. Ki, go, go, ki. Okay? Let me do the step. Also keeping the basic step as a reference. 5, 6, we go. Go, pa, go. Again. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 4 and 5 we do kickball change. 4 and 5. Okay? And we copy paste that 2 more times. Kickball change. Okay? again, just can we do the kickball change? Kickball change is just this. You do step, I bend my knee, I kick towards the floor, I bend my knee, step, step, okay? Bend, kick, step, step. Short and sharp. Can we try it again? 5, 6, 7, and go, pa, go, kiki, go, kiki, go, kiki, go, pa, go, kiki, go, kiki, go, kiki, go, pa, go, kiki, go, kiki, go. Time and kiki. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1. Again, this is just a suggestion using this step. As you saw me previously, with the same beat, I was doing different stuff with my legs. So I can use any element because I understand the rhythm, I understand the pattern, I can recognize it. Okay? The cowbell basically happens normally on the chorus part, okay, or the pregón part of the song. When the call and response happens and the sound goes a little more vivid, normally the cowbell takes place, and then you feel like riding a horse in a way. So that is the cowbell taking action. Normally the cowbell is played by the bongo player, okay? This little tiny two drums together. He's playing on the theme when the singer is telling the story or improvising. Then comes the chorus. He takes away the bongo, take the handbell, and he plays the handbell, or normally while playing the handbell, he sings the chorus together with the rest of the band, okay? So there's like, you feel like this kind of really grooviness, and the sound becomes really heavy. So that's actually the cowbell taking place, giving more brightness, okay? More groove to the band. And this is one way of doing the step, okay? So we have, what do we have? We have, we did the piano, tan, 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 pi, tu, pi, tan, 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 pi, tu, pi, tan, tan. We did the clave, pa, 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 pa. We did the bass, boom, 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 boom. And we did conga, kum, kum, tuku, paka, tika, king, king, pakum, kum, king, king, tuku, paku, tuku, king, king, paku, tum, king, king, okay? And also we did the cover, ko, pa, ko, kiki, ko, kiki, ko, kiki, ko, pa, ko, kiki, ko, kiki, ko, kiki, okay? I will play all those instruments now in one big loop, and I will give you some cues. Let's say I will say clave, you switch to clave. I say bass, and you do bass. So we play with all of them in the same block. I will put all those instruments together. This is just few of them. I didn't put the timbales, I didn't put the bongo, I didn't put any trumpets or any other stuff that just is like, you know, on top of the cake. But these ingredients you will find in most of the salsa songs happening, okay? So let me just set up very quickly. Yes. Okay, and this one. Okay, here we go. I would like to start and say, can you hear the clave? Which instrument are playing now, by the way? You can write in the comments. How many instruments and which instruments? Alright. Again. Timing wise goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The instruments were bass, congas, clave. Those three instruments, and it's very groovy already, just with three of them. So let's do clave now, okay? Start with the left. And let's do the bass. Ready? Bass now. And pa-tam, boom, pa-tam, boom, pa-tam, boom, pa-tam, boom, pa-tam, boom, pa-tam, boom. 4, 5, and 7, 8. Okay? Again, we do with the clave and are you ready? With the bass. Here we go. And conga. Pa, pum, pum, pa, pum, pum, pa, pum, pum, pa, pum, pum. Now we just play with three instruments, okay? I will, with the same instrument we have, I will place a little combination for you guys using exactly the same elements, okay? Here we go, let me see. There we go. Okay, listen up. Bass. Conga. Cowbell. Hold on, I think, oh, my bad, I had this muted. Okay, so this is gonna be, it's gonna be clave. It's going to be bass, then it's going to be conga, it's going to be piano, and it's going to be cowbell, okay? Those 5. Let's do it again. And most of them will be 2 claves each. That's one thing about salsa music. Salsa music is very easy to predict, very predictable, okay? Normally, the music will change, or sections of the music will change after 2 claves or after 4 claves or after 6 claves or after 8 claves, but it's always 2, 4, 6, 8. It's very rare when you see after 3 claves or after 5 claves something happen. So it's always quite repetitive. The pattern is quite repetitive. So here we go again. Same thing. Here we go. Just let me go a little bit. Yeah, here we go. Clave. 2 claves. This is the first one, second one. And now the bass. Conga. Cowbell. Wait. Why did it happen? Sorry guys, I think I know what happened here. Okay. Clave first, now the bass. Conga, here we go. Piano. cowbell moved away. But the piano, by the way, how was the piano? Tan 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 beady tan 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 dee 1 2 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 2 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and again from top. Here we go. Clave, A. With the bass now. Here we go. Conga. Piano. Cowbell. Okay, let me just give more volume to the cowbell. Same thing, here we go. Ready? And bass. Conga. Piano. Two more times. Cowbell. Kick ball change. Kick ball change. Kick ball 1 2 3. Kick ball change. Kick ball change. Kick ball conga. Now hear this piano now. That piano is also very traditional in salsa. That will be the last part of the class today. It's so many instruments, and I want to go through so many other things, but you know, I just realized 60 minutes is so little, you know, to go through all of the things in detail, right? But I'm trying to make a quick overview for you to be able to improvise on elements that already exist. Like if you want to memorize a song and like I can teach you a song that I memorized like a choreography, you know, that could be said as musicality, but I would be lying to you, because you will be able to only do that with that song. So I'm being lying to you, because then you cannot practice this anywhere unless you have that song. But let's face, these things that are happening in the music now, it happens in every song. So in some cases you will be able to recognize, and let's say when you're dancing with your partner and then suddenly you are doing shines, you're doing free dance, there you can actually, oh, that's the cowbell. So you know how the cowbell works and you can express it, right? Or, oh, that's the bass. If you feel a song very bassy, add the bass because you understand what it is or how the timing goes, so you can actually craft it as you want. So this is very important, rather than me teaching you a cool choreography of how I feel musicality, but this is just a portrait of what I can do. I want to give you the tools so you can do whatever you want as I do, right? So the last part of the piano, right? This is very traditional piano. The piano pattern normally is called montuno. It comes from the rhythm called son montuno, and the montuno was originally played on tres guitar, okay? And this tres guitar is like a mandolin type of instrument, you know, in Cuba. And then this pattern was later on translated into the piano, and the piano, that's why it sounds as it is. Very, very bouncy, okay? If you're more interested about these things, I will have a musicality class, not musicality class, sorry, the history of music and dance tomorrow. So at the same time. So if you are interested about all these little things or where they come from and where salsa is now and where it started, I will go in detail through all of these things. Anyway, the piano, right? So the piano, let me just quickly play the piano again for you. So I go like this one. Timing wise goes like this: 1, 2, and you see, I'm hitting the syncopation because pam pira. So it goes 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and then I do again and 1, a little syncopation, and 1, just a skip, and 1. So and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Boom. For some of you who has experience, I know you will do it, but try. Here we go. And 1. So